According to the Road Accidents in India 2016 report by Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, India saw more than 1.5 lakh deaths from road accidents in 2016, and in 2017 the number only improved marginally. So today we are going to discuss about the recent Motor Vehicles Amendment Bill 2017, and this is in line with the Government of India, trying to make roads safer. And the centre, in consultation with the state transport ministers, came up with this bill to amend the original Motor Vehicles Act of 1988. Now, this bill, which was passed by Lok Sabha on April 10, 2017, is still pending in the Rajya Sabha, that is the upper house, and is expected to be taken up for debate and hopefully passing in the ongoing monsoon season. So what are the key features of this amended bill? The first one is that this bill seeks to make most of the process related to obtaining a driver license online. Even your driving test will be automated, and also the learner's licenses will be issued online based on the Aadhaar. Another very important feature of this bill is the increase in fines. For example, the fine for drunken driving has increased from rupees 2,000 to rupees 10,000, and for driving without insurance or driving without license has also increased substantially. The next one is regarding the changes in the validity of the driving licenses. For example, a driving license issued to a person under the age of 30 is valid only till the person turns 40, and similarly there are different criteria for different age groups. Similarly, there is another provision in the bill for aggregators. So the bill defines these aggregators as a digital intermediary or marketplace for a passenger to connect with a driver for the purpose of transportation. Now, the previous bill stated that the state governments to issue licenses to aggregators such as Uber or Ola as per guidelines as may be issued by the central government. Next, it seeks to remove the cap on payments to be made under third-party insurance. The 2016 bill had capped the maximum liability for third-party insurance in case of a motor accident at rupees 10 lakh in case of death and 5 lakh rupees in case of grievous injuries. Now, the bill also provides for the recall of vehicles if the defective vehicle is a danger to the environment and the driver or the other road users, and the manufacturer here has to ensure a liability and has a liability towards the people and the government as well. The next one is regarding the establishment of a National Road Safety Board to be created by the central government through a notification. Now, this board will provide advice to the central and the state governments on all the aspects of road safety and traffic management. Also, contractors, consultants, and civic agencies will be held accountable for faulty design or poor maintenance and construction of roads leading to accidents, with the penalty almost up to rupees 1 lakh for guilty. And there's also a time limit of now 6 months which has been specified for an application of the compensation to the claims tribunal with regard to road accidents. Another very interesting feature of this bill is the establishment of a new solatium fund, because the 1988 Act already has a solatium fund for victims of hit-and-run accidents, but the new bill has also provided for another fund. The bill provides for rupees 50,000 for grievous injury and rupees 2 lakh or more for death. Earlier, the bill said that the fund would be credited with a cess or a tax, but that provision has now been removed, and instead the money will come either from the government or from a grant or a loan. And lastly, it proposes alteration in vehicles in order to make them suitable for specially abled people. Now, as you can see that the new amendment bill takes a more progressive step. However, it is not without its flaws and issues. The first one is the effectiveness of making the whole process online and the proper implementation. The second one is that the government has not yet created clear guidelines on how the states will have to adopt with this new bill, as the state governments still control the regional transport offices. Now, there are also issue of regulating aggregators like Uber and Ola, and that has to be done by the state governments instead of waiting for the instructions to be given from the central government. And the bigger problem is that without an accountable and a professional police force, the ghastly record of traffic fatalities, which stood at almost more than 1,46,000 in 2015, is unlikely to change. Now, protection from harassment for Good Samaritans who help accident victims is something that the amended law provides, and this needs to be in place properly. And while questions have been raised in Parliament about why a new fund was necessary, the government has not come up with a reply for this, except that this fund would disburse more money. So this was about the recently introduced Motor Vehicle Amendment Bill 2017 in Rajya Sabha. And stay tuned for more videos of Next IS and this series of News in Focus.